Do not judge a book by its cover. This game is the epitome of that phrase. What is up, guys? This is the Average Johnny coming back to you with yet another average video, and today I'm going to be discussing a brand new game. Well, it's not a brand new game, but it's brand new to this channel. It is Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I'm finally going to kick it off with my first top 10 list based on this game. What am I going to discuss? I will be discussing my top 10 favorite missions in this game. These are the missions that were super memorable for me, that were enjoyable, and they just have a special place in my heart. I'm always going to remember them by heart, and I want to discuss those with you guys today. And fair warning, this game is super bizarre. It is crude, it is violent. My god, this thing is everything that you could ever imagine and more. So be ready for this. This is the top 10, well, my top 10 favorite missions in Conker's Bad Fur Day. Coming in at number 10, we have Enter the VERTEX. This is actually from the final chapter of the game, and there's a couple good reasons why I put it at number 10, even though it's supposed to be like, you know, the final level. Usually this is the most intense part. However, I did feel like this whole chapter was a little bit anticlimactic, and I'm not talking about the ending. The ending is a totally different story. However, I'm talking about these two, this mission specifically, and of course the one that follows it, the one where you had to toss the alien in the portal and all that. While they were very enjoyable, I did really enjoy the whole Matrix thing and being able to shoot your enemies in slow motion. That was really awesome, and that's pretty much why I'm going to include it on this list. Due to the references and of course the awesome gameplay that came along with it. However, the mission that followed it, I will probably count it more as an honorable mention, which is the vault where you throw the alien in the portal. Overall, I just felt like this level was a little bit underwhelming in some ways. However, I did find a lot of fun in this specific mission. That's the reason I'm going to be including it in this list. Number 9, we have Yeehaw! Get ready, the rest of this list will be nothing short of bizarre. In this mission, Conker stumbles upon a bull who is not pleased to see him because he hates the color red. And who is red?
What? I don't see anything red around. Oh. Here we go again.
Yeah. Conker must bring out his matador skills to tame this bull in order to kill a cow that's shitting her entire life away after drinking prune juice, and my god, this mission is freaking weird.
Moo! Oh! I'll just stay here for a while, just in case, you never know.
We have to do this 3 times. 3 freaking times. Yes, people, we are off to a great start. Should I even mention that you have to swim in the cow shit after this whole thing ends? The matador music and the olays make this mission that much more hilarious, and even though some people may not find toilet humor to be the most amusing, this mission is fun to play and it's great for a laugh. Definitely a memorable one. Number 8, we have Rock Solid. Admit it, this mission made you love EDM. In his quest to get to Barry, Conker gained access to a club called Rock Solid, and in this mission you must free Barry by literally getting pissed drunk and leaking all over these gigantic rock creatures who are trying to get laid. And then we have that one guy who never has a date but shows up to the club anyways. Props to you, man, you're a legend. You have to pee on the rock creatures to force them to roll into a hole that will eventually break open Barry's prison, and of course, you have to avoid getting hungover, otherwise you'll have to cure yourself. The fact that you have to piss on rocks and risk getting the shit knocked out of you is a hilarious concept that I've never seen before, and it definitely deserves a spot on this list. Be patient though, because you can't jump and you can't fight when you're drunk, and be ready to let Conker vomit a bit. Coming in at number 7, we have Count Batula. This game really knows how to shift in tone, but more on that later. In this very strange and somewhat disturbing mission, Conker gets taken in by Count Batula, who forces Conker to turn into a bat before turning into a gigantic bat himself and telling Conker to fetch him all the villagers who had broken into his home. As a bat, you must fly around the house and literally just crap on the villagers, which will force them to go down. Then you pick them up, then you drop them off at Count Batula's death trap, which will then kill them, drain their blood, and feed it to Count Batula. Yeah, this is quite an insane mission, but the music that plays in the background and the gaining the ability to fly as a bat introduces a whole new concept, which is pretty much brought in with this whole like new tone and a new feeling, and it just keeps the game feeling really fresh late into the chapters, which I thought was a really great idea. But taking in the villagers against their will and feeding this bat until he pretty much explodes was nothing short of disturbing, yet it was so freaking awesome. I don't think anyone can explain how bizarre this game really is. Number 6, HAYBOT Wars. Only this game can make a stack of hay so freaking intimidating. Conker just finishes saving a pitchfork who thought he can kill himself by hanging, but totally forgot he was an inanimate object. But what happens next? A gigantic pile of hay tries to come after you, and Conker and his new ally must team up to take down the hay, who turns out to be a gigantic cyborg who apparently watched Terminator.
Fuck you, asshole.
The giant robot takes you down to a lair where Conker injures himself, and now Marvin has to carry him around as you take down the giant robot. I honestly really like the idea of making the player feel vulnerable by having Conker injured and unable to walk on his own, and just having to dodge the HAYBOT and his giant grinning missiles made this mission much more enjoyable, along with the dramatic soundtrack that you hear in the background, and of course the whole dark tone we have again, and it's just another one of those memorable missions, and I just really found it enjoyable. That's why I'm including it in this list. Number 5, Booga the Nut. This possibly holds one of the most hilarious moments in the game. Conker just finishes defeating a group of cavemen after befriending the giant raptor that was supposed to kill him originally, and this pretty much angered the main caveman, who now takes matters into his own hands after his girlfriend belittles him and now questions himself, and now he has to go out and prove himself. What comes next? Well, of course he is defeated, but how do we do it? Well, controlling the raptor, the player must have the caveman and bite him in his freaking crotch and then bite off pieces of his ass, which looks so freaking painful. And it gets weirder. After the third bite, the caveman's cloth no longer fits him and it falls off, revealing that he has a small little willy, causing him to flee in embarrassment. So much for the big bone.
My secret.
My god, this mission was so freaking hilarious, created one of the most hilarious moments in the game, and it definitely deserved a spot on this list. Number 4, Little Girl. If you ever see a little girl stranded in a war zone, run! After Conker gets through the tower and finds this lair, he stumbles upon an innocent little girl who appears to be looking for her parents. Like, what the hell would her parents be doing in a fucking war zone like this? I don't know, what would you guys have done? After Conker defeats the submarine missiles, the little girl reveals that she is actually controlling a giant robot mutated teddy that tries to kill Conker with its various weapons. Taking on the teddy with the tank was freaking awesome, and it gives you an opportunity to blow off the little girl from the teddy's hand, which causes them to freak out, and it also makes her even angrier with every freaking shot. It was very entertaining to watch.
No, keep calm, keep calm.
The little girl is super creepy, and the mission is quite enjoyable, and it makes its way onto number 4. Number 3, Zombies. Call of Duty Zombies got nothing on these guys. I have never been so creeped out by cartoony looking characters in my life. After killing Count Bacula, as mentioned earlier, Conker is now surrounded in the house by zombies that have had the creepiest groan and completely changes the tone of the game. The groaning of the zombies is super unsettling, the atmosphere is completely changed. And I really felt like I was really trying to evade these zombies in real life. Like, I was looking left and right myself. These zombies appear in random corners and they catch you by surprise, leaving room for jump scares. And I swear, the feeling of those things getting close to you is just something that I cannot explain. Killing zombies with the laser shotgun makes for an exciting mission and conclusion to this chapter, and definitely one of the most memorable moments of this game. I highly praise it for its tone and versatile gameplay that comes along with it. Number 2, we have one of my personal favorites of all time in any video game. It's gonna be Sweet Melody, the Great Mighty Pooh. I don't think anyone who's played this game will ever forget this mission. Entering a lair of excretion, Conker meets a literal giant pile of shit who feeds on corn and uses them for teeth. While trying to kill Conker, the giant creature sings possibly one of the most catchiest tunes in any video game and will probably remain in people's memories forever.
I am the great mighty Pooh, and I'm going to throw my shit at you. A huge supply of tish comes from my chocolate starfish. How about some scat, you little twat?
When hitting those sexy high notes, Conker must launch giant toilet paper into the Mighty Pooh's mouth until he breaks the glass, leading to the lever to flush him down. It's very amusing to watch a pile of poo get angry with every roll of toilet paper, and very amusing to imagine even being in this type of situation at all.
Now I'm really getting rather mad. You're like a niggly, tickly, shitty little tag nut. When I've knocked you out with all my bab, I'm going to take your head and ram it up my butt.
Your butt.
My butt.
Your butt.
That's right, my butt.
Ugh.
My butt. My butt.
The song is catchy, the mission is fun, and the idea of a giant pile of poo singing in opera tone just furthers the idea of how fun and bizarre this game really is, and it just goes down as one of my favorites, and I know it's many people's as well. In the number 1 spot, I'm gonna go totally unscripted. It is Soul Survivor. Man, what can I say about this entire chapter in its entirety? Its war is definitely one of the most epic chapters in any video game that I've seen. This is the part, but sticking to the part that I described, Soul Survivor is the part where Conker pretty much gets stranded on his own, and his comrade gets shot down, so he has to take his guns and pretty much says, you know what, I'm gonna do this, I'm a badass. And from there, Conker has to get in the bunker, battling teddies, evading lasers that will kill you in an instant if you get touched by them. And my god, man, having to dodge those teddies that just come from the vents, coming from the sides, it's just all kind of chaos that you have to evade. And of course, there's that one portion where you have to strategize against that gigantic teddy that has the big machine gun. And it's just all epicness from there. It is just amazing. It is just insanity that is just accompanied with this mission. And you pretty much just have to be ready or you're gonna freaking fail. It's very, very difficult to get through. But it is definitely one of the most memorable ones. Definitely one of the most enjoyable because you get to freaking shoot down teddies, which is honestly one of the best things about the game. And it is definitely worthy of the number 1 spot. So there you have it. Those were my top 10 favorite missions in Conker's Bad Fur Day. Do you guys agree with the list? If not, let me know in the comments below what were your favorite missions. Or, of course, you can also discuss about anything else Conker's Bad Fur Day related. And if you guys do want me to have any lists based on this game, also leave recommendations down below. Hopefully, I'll be doing another one soon. I already have another one planned, of course. Next, I'm going to say it right now. Next one that will be coming up will be the toughest missions in Conker's Bad Fur Day. And my god, there is going to be a lot to discuss in that list. But hopefully you guys will have a great day, and I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Take care, y'all.